Hello and welcome everybody to my YouTube channel, Chartered Technician Level 1. Today we are going to discuss Chapter 2, that is Dow Theory. First, please note the disclaimer. Only important points will be covered in these presentations. Questions may be asked on the part covered in these presentations as well as on the part not covered herein. The association has not endorsed these presentations. This is just a free service for those candidates appearing for the exam in order to help them prepare. Nowhere we claim that the entire syllabus has been covered, nor we accept any responsibility regarding the syllabus or questions asked. Let us see about Dow theory. First, though the tenets of Dow theory were formulated by Charles Dow, he never proposed it as a coherent theory. These tenets were first properly analyzed by A. C. Nelson. Nelson used the term Dow theory for the first time. William Peter Hamilton wrote the editorial for Wall Street Journal using tenets of Dow theory. Actually, Hamilton became editor of Wall Street Journal after the untimely death of Charles Dow. Hamilton also described the basics of the theory in his book, The Stock Market Barometer. After Hamilton's death, Robert Rhea wrote a book called The Dow Theory, an explanation of its development and an attempt to define its usefulness as an aid to speculation. Please remember these names well because questions may be asked on this regarding the history. According to Hamilton, the market does not say anything about the current business conditions but actually says about conditions that are likely to arise after a few months in the economy. According to Dow theory, the primary direction of stock prices cannot be manipulated, and hence all serious investors should have their primary focus on this trend. Dow believed that the averages of stocks foretold the shape of industry and were thus valuable in understanding the overall health of the economy. There are six basic tenets of Dow theory. Now, all six are not properly listed in the study material. However, I have shortlisted it for you. First, the market has three movements. A primary wave, what is also called a major trend. It lasts from several months to several years. If this is upward, it is said to be a bullish trend. If it is downward, it is said to be a bearish trend. The secondary wave or intermediate reaction or corrective wave. It may last for few days to few months. 3 weeks to 3 months is commonly accepted by many. It generally retraces from 33% to 66% of primary price change of the previous main movement. Its direction is against that of the primary wave. Third, the ripples or the minor movement. Dow said these are to be totally neglected. Second tenet, market trends have three phases. As per Dow theory, major market trends are composed of three phases: an accumulation phase, an absorption phase, and a distribution phase. The accumulation phase. First phase is a period when the knowledgeable investors are actively buying or selling stock. The overall sentiment is against them at this level. Usually, the prices move in a narrow range in this phase. This is followed by phase 2 when a rapid price change occurs. This is a result of the trend followers and other technically oriented investors catching up. The third phase, rampant speculation, occurs. At this point, the knowledgeable market players and investors begin to distribute their holdings to the non-knowledgeable participants. Third tenet, the averages discount everything. Some places you will find the wording prices discount everything. That is, stock prices quickly change and absorb new information as soon as it is made available to public. This statement actually agrees with the efficient market hypothesis. Fourth tenet, the averages must confirm each other. Fifth, volume confirms the trend. And the last tenet, trends continue until proven otherwise. That is, they have ended. So unless and until there are clear indications that the trend is terminated, it's changed, we have to assume that the original trend continues. Trend. A trend can be upward, downward, or sideways. The sideways trend is more difficult to profit from compared to an upward or downward trend. Dow calls the secondary reaction as the most deceptive movement. There are three steps in the bull market. First is reviving confidence phase, then the response phase, and speculation dominant phase. Similarly, there are three steps in the bear market. First is speculative hope phase, which synchronizes with the last step in the bull market. Then realization of decreasing earnings, and lastly distress selling or panic phase, which again is immediately followed by the reviving confidence phase of the bull market. Movement from one average unconfirmed by the other average is generally not sustained. A line is the horizontal price movement in an average within a 5% range. It indicates accumulation or distribution. Breakout from this range suggests continuation or reversal depending on the direction of the movement before and after the line formation. The failure of averages to reach new highs during a secondary advance alerts the analyst that the primary trend may be reversing. These are called as non-confirmations. Excessively high market prices that are accompanied by lower volume on rallies and more activity on declines usually indicate an overbought market. Extremely low prices with dull declines and increased volume on rallies indicates oversold market. There is always a lag between the actual turn of primary trend and the recognition of the change in trend. Different trends are not strictly defined. It is too specific about the requirements needed to identify a change. Even a small breach of previous peak or trough is given too much importance. It completely neglects short-term traders. That is about Dow theory. In the next lecture, we will see about the history and construction of charts. Please subscribe to this channel in order to get a notification as soon as a new video is uploaded. In a couple of weeks, I should be coming out with a detailed question bank which covers the entire syllabus for this exam. I'll be sharing you the link as soon as this is published.